Welcome to Vegas Hockey Hub here on PRConnectionsRadio.com, the voice of new media. I'm your host, Ian Rachiele. And wow, oh wow, wasn't that a fantastic game tonight in Winnipeg as you had your Vegas Golden Knights in double overtime beating Winnipeg 5-4. Michael Amadio with a double overtime winner to make the series 2-1 for your Vegas Golden Knights. Now, this is going to be a Vegas Hockey Hub short where we take 5 minutes and we are going to be recapping game 3 out there in Winnipeg. So we're going to start out with the fact that early in the game, not even a minute in, Keegan Kolesar and Brendan Dillon, they went at it. They dropped the gloves and they made sure that there was back-to-back roughing penalties out there between the Golden Knights and the Winnipeg Jets. There was some really good physicality in this game between Kolesar and Dillon. You also ended up having a situation between Carlson and Dubois. And by the first period, there was a good amount of intensity between Winnipeg and Vegas, what this really has been this entire postseason series so far. So you had that being going on in the first period, and then the birthday boy, Chandler Stevenson, picking up goal number 1 to make it a 1-0 affair for Las Vegas. And then you had a few minutes later, Jack Eichel with goal number 2 in the postseason to make it 2-0 for Vegas. Later on, Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets made it a 2-1 game. And then in the third period, it shifted. You had a situation where in the third period, there was a call, no call, a bad call, whatever you want to call it, a situation with Phil Kessel that opened up the door for the Winnipeg Jets, and they eventually let 3 goals for the Winnipeg Jets in the third period to make it a 4-4 game heading into overtime. And then after one overtime where it stayed scoreless, it went into second overtime, being at 4-4, and yet ended up with Michael Amadio, his first postseason goal of his career. Ivan Barbashev with the assist to help Michael Amadio. And it is a 5-4 game. They are up 2-1. But yeah, the one takeaway I really have is, unfortunately, the holding the stick penalty with Phil Kessel. What a disgrace. He did not hold the stick. It was not a penalty for Phil Kessel. And to me, it really felt like that changed the momentum between Winnipeg and Vegas. So who knows? If Phil Kessel does not get a terrible penalty, does the Winnipeg Jets score 2 goals with Mark Scheifele and Adam Lowry? You know, I will excuse the Nino Niederreiter goal because he did that before the Phil Kessel penalty. But it just really felt momentum-wise. The Phil Kessel penalty was a shift Winnipeg needed to tie this game up. Now, on Monday night, the Winnipeg Jets will be back at home. Vegas Golden Knights on the road in Winnipeg for Game 4. Here on Vegas Hockey Hub, we are going to be doing our preview show and recap show of Game 4 for the Vegas Golden Knights and Winnipeg Jets. And we will be doing a lot more coverage of this postseason here on Vegas Hockey Hub with your host, Ian Rachiele. Now, just like we did in Game 1 and we did in Game 2, here is our 3 stars of the game for the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, the first star has to go to the guy who scored the game-winning goal, and that is Michael Amadio. All right, Michael Amadio, he did a fantastic job getting the game-winning goal and making it a 2-1 series for Vegas, so he'd be number 1. Jack Eichel would be number 2, his 2-goal, 3-point performance for the Vegas Golden Knights. Jack Eichel has clearly proved he is a superstar for Vegas. And him having a 2-goal, 3-point performance in Game 3 is vital. And then the last star, I will give credit to Adam Lowry from the Winnipeg Jets. He scored the goal to tie it up 4-4 in this game. So that was our recap here on Vegas Hockey Hub. I'm your host, Ian Rachiele, and we'll be here for game 4.